Thank you, everybody. The last day of AWE 2022. Thank you so much for joining us. This is very, very exciting. So 2 years ago, I've been coming to AWE since the very beginning, since I guess when it was Silicon Valley VR meetup was back in the day, and then we started, taking over the convention center. So I have a deep history with this amazing conference, and it's so great to see everybody, and it's like being back to family. So thank you guys so much. This year is very special for us because 2 years ago at this very show, we launched the MetaVRse Engine 1.0. And MetaVRse Engine 1.0 was a web-based, amazing 3D creation platform that was drag and drop. And what happened was we realized really quickly, we launched the product, we got 3,000 creators on the platform, and we realized, oh my goodness, this doesn't scale. You know, that software moment where you're like, oh crap, we built the wrong thing. So what we did was we said, okay, we're gonna rebuild this thing from scratch. We took out our rendering core that we built over 5 years of hard work building this core rendering technology of our own binary format. We took that out and we rebuilt the entire infrastructure from scratch, and that's what I'm gonna show you today with some incredible enterprise features, because once we landed some amazing enterprise clients, we realized, oh my goodness, this has to scale, and there's gonna be a massive demand for this. So what we did is we rebuilt it, and I'm gonna show you a video of this. I'm gonna show you what's going on. But first, I wanna just reiterate our mission here at MetaVRse. Our mission is metaverse creation for everyone. We believe that the future of this technology is the internet. It is the future of the internet, and how we make this available to all creators everywhere in the world is really important. So this is our mission, metaverse creation for everyone. The metaverse is a growing multi-trillion-dollar industry in opportunity. So if you look at this, this is not just me saying this. This is a bunch of very, very large organizations doing incredible amounts of research and looking at the forward-looking statements of these, and this is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. And to put that into context, that's 4 commas, if anybody watches Silicon Valley. It's the 4 comma club. MetaVRse is a 3D creation platform for the future of human communication, collaboration, commerce, and culture. And we're thrilled and excited to launch 2.0 today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a few quotes and then show you a video and then go through each of the features. So MetaVRse is an important new tool in the no-code movement. For anybody who knows who Terry Schuessler is, that was him. MetaVRse will aid us in upskilling our employees. Forbes, or Charlie Fink, called MetaVRse the 3D engine that means business. And VentureBeat recently said MetaVRse chose to target the largest possible audience on the web. So here we go. I am very proud and excited to introduce MetaVRse 2.0. Thank you so much, everybody. There's a lot of hard work that went into that, so thank you to the MetaVRse team and especially our marketing team. We're crushing it. Yeah. So I'm going to go through each of these features here. I'm going to read them quick, and then I'm going to go through why they're important, because I think seeing it in context is really important. So it's web-based. If everybody's talking about the future of the internet being the metaverse, shouldn't it be all web-based? That makes sense, right? So it is also device, operating system, and browser agnostic. You can open it on an iPhone, you can open it on your desktop, but you build once and deploy everywhere. And this is super important. We have a built-in Git repository system, enterprise team management, on-premises hosting, powerful and efficient 3D rendering. This is vital to getting lots of polygons in your projects. Integrated physics engine. It's now built right into the system. It's a multi-threaded web platform. I'll explain that in a bit. Real-time communications in text, chat, and voice, and video. Integrated retail solutions. You can pay right from the system. An automatic NFT generator to create NFTs out of your projects. One-click publish to 7 billion devices. It's WebXR enabled, ready out of the box. We have our own custom avatar system, and we have an incredible new MetaVRse Engine 2.0. So let's unpack these one by one. Web-based platform, why is this important? Everybody's talking about the metaverse as the future of the internet, and I break it down into 3 ways. So we have metaverse equals the internet that we have today. We've got video, we've got bidirectional communications, we have all these things. The internet today is scrollable. We scroll up and down, maybe sometimes left and right, but it's pretty flat. The internet of the future, or the metaverse, will allow us to have 3D, VR, AR, and allow us to go into the internet, but also allow us to bring the internet out to us in augmented reality. So being able to go into the internet and come out, so XR is one big part of it. The next part is artificial intelligence, the ability to have AI, deep learning, natural language processing, so you can talk to avatars and non-player characters, and also computer vision, knowing where you are in the world. And the last component is blockchain, or blockchain technologies, decentralized finance, DAOs, crypto, NFTs. This is all part of the metaverse, and that's what makes up the future of the internet, in my opinion. So if it's going to be web-based, you're going to be already ready to go out of the box. You don't have to worry about pushing it to app stores. So our system bypasses the app stores, saving you 30%. Device, browser, and OS agnostic. If you've ever built an XR application, especially for mobile, you have to build an Android one, you've got to build an iOS one, and then if you want it to work on desktop, you got to build a desktop version. So we have a one-click publish to all devices, and we actually have an automatic recognition system that knows what device you're on and can publish it out, so you don't have to build a bunch of different versions of it. You build in the highest quality, and it automatically will port that down for you. This is a super important feature. It's a Git repository integration, and what that means is now we have multi-editor support, meaning, and I'll show you a demo of this in a second, meaning you can invite teammates to a project, and now you can collaborate asynchronously and soon synchronously together in a project, unlimited amount of people in a project, so you can have subject matter experts, you can have 3D designers, you can have trainers, anybody can come there, work together. Now, the problem with bringing a bunch of people into a project is what happens if somebody breaks it along the way, which that never happens, of course. But you can now go into the Git repository, find out where it broke, and revert that and fix it. So this allows us to have kind of a lot of undos and a lot of ways to fix that. And this is vital to anybody who's building enterprise solutions. Speaking of enterprise solutions, one of the biggest questions that we got from our enterprise clients was, how do we manage our teams? How do we have an admin? And then, some people need access to this project, but not this project. So we have a full enterprise team management system now, and we've got workspaces. You can invite teammates to workspaces. You can invite teammates to different projects. You can make private and public projects so that you have full access to teamwork within the MetaVRse Engine. This one here, on-premises hosting, I had no idea that this was going to be so popular. With all the security and privacy issues that are kind of becoming the forefront, people are worried about data being collected about their customers. So by offering an on-prem solution, what we're able to do is say, here's the entire MetaVRse Engine, from the editor right through to the player and everything in between, and you can license it and you can put it on your own cloud infrastructure. You can put it on Azure, you can put it on AWS, whatever your cloud infrastructure is. And what that allows you to do is we don't see any of your client's data or your data. We just ping for usage and that's it. So this allows you to have the freedom to build whatever it is you want in a white labeled on-prem environment and bypass all the security kind of measures because you are hosting your own stuff. Powerful and efficient 3D rendering technology. Over the last 7 years, we've been working on this technology, and basically what we've done is created our own 3D binary file, similar to a GLTF, but with a bit more functionality and a lot more efficient. So what we're able to do is we're able to ingest any 3D or 2D objects, so OBJs, FBX, GLTF, GLB, working on USDZ, it's in the future, on the future roadmap, but bringing them in, just drag and drop, it converts into our binary format and makes it available to use almost instantly. So this is super powerful, and what we're able to do is push millions and millions of polygons on a mobile browser. We've finally integrated a physics engine. We use the Bullet physics engine, and what that allows you to do is now fly planes and drive cars and walk and fly and do all of these great things. And so you saw that drone shot in the very beginning of this, and we can now have full physics that is tied to the real world. So you can actually create really robust experiences using the physics engine. Code optional and drag and drop editor. This is a massive feature because if you're going to make metaverse creation for everyone, this doesn't mean only C++ coders or C# coders or 3D artists. This is everyone. And if it's not as easy as dragging and dropping into a Canva project or a Photoshop project, these are easy softwares. So we really see this as kind of the start of something new where you can build incredible projects, publish them to the web on all devices without ever having to write a line of code. Now, for programmers who are, they're like, oh my God, that's crazy. I hate drag and drop. I want powerful. We have a full JavaScript backend, and I'll show you that in a second. But the JavaScript backend allows you to program anything you want. You can connect to business intelligence tools. You can connect to anything else on the web. You can connect 3D sensors into it, whatever it is you want. It's fully open in the backend via JavaScript. So if you're a JavaScript nerd, you're going to go crazy. We also put in, and it's not listed as a feature, but we built in an HTML HUD. And what that means is now you can use your current HTML buttons and just drop it in your code. And now anybody who knows HTML and CSS, you're already way ahead of the game. You just drop it right on top of the interface, connect it to the 3D world, and now you got 2D buttons from an HTML HUD. Multi-threaded web platform. This is actually one of our secret sauces that we just managed to figure out recently. Up until now, the web has been single-threaded. So if you know what that means, your phone has multiple cores. When you're on a browser, you can only use one core at a time. And this really slows down parallel processing for things. So we actually figured out how to do this and how to do multiple things. So we can now show a video while we load things in the background. So you now have the ability to asynchronously load things and speed up dramatically the speed in which people load and see the projects. And we're also working on something really cool, which we'll announce in a few weeks when it's ready. But there's a new technology that we're working that was only made available because of this multi-threaded application. Real-time communication suite. We have been really working hard to be able to have in the 3D world all of the functionality of the 2D world. I want to be able to have a video chat with somebody. So now we have video in the 3D world that can follow you around, real, true 3D. We have real-time audio communication, so you can talk to people, real-time chat, all within the 3D world. And we also have this incredible opportunity now to have avatars talk to each other within the system through spatial audio. So spatial audio is a big part of this, and it's all built into MetaVRse Engine 2.0. Fully integrated retail solutions. We are actually shortlisted last week for the T-Challenge, the T-Mobile Deutsche Telekom T-Challenge in Germany. We went out there and we built a full retail experience for them, and we're building a really cool project called The Mall, and themall.io if you're interested. And it's a project built on the MetaVRse Engine that is a 100 million square foot shopping and retail entertainment destination in the metaverse. So we had to build in payment processing systems and all that. So now not only can you pay with fiat currency or crypto, you can also sell physical or digital goods or both directly from the engine, and we can connect to your business intelligence platforms. So if you have an order management system or a content management system, all of that can be done in the back end, and it's all super, super easy to do on our new system. Automatic NFT generator. I know, and people are here like, oh, NFTs, oh geez, woo, they only lost $1.7 trillion in crypto in the last 2 months. Don't worry about that. The long-term value of NFTs are here to stay, and aside from the crypto crazy, let's just kind of put on the practical hats. This enables artists to monetize their digital creations, not only the first sale, but subsequent sales. So we really do believe that NFTs have a place in our world, and especially in our MetaVRse Engine, and we'll be making some really big announcements around our blockchain partners very soon. One click, publish to 7 billion devices. This is, I can't stress how important this is, because you look at some of the platforms, and if you're not probably able to get onto mobile, you may as well just forget about it. But getting onto mobile without having to download an app, this is crazy. I can just send somebody a link, you can all join in, and away we go. It's super powerful stuff. WebXR enabled, and what this allows us to do is now be able to push directly to the WebXR standard. So if you're on an Android device, you can just hit the AR button. AR works right out of the browser. If you're an Apple, we do have an app in between AR, but the WebXR standard is starting to be adopted by almost everybody. And I believe Lenovo just announced the WebXR, and I believe Snapchat. Anyway, you'll have to double check, but a lot of the platforms are all starting to accept the WebXR standard through Chronos. And one of the things we're working on for 2.0 will be ready in a few weeks, is that will be Chronos 3D retail commerce certified. And what that means is larger companies like Walmart and Target, they can take their 3D assets, put it in the MetaVRse Engine, they know that it's going to look exactly how they want it to, and how exactly predictable and how they expect it would across all platforms and all devices. Proprietary custom avatar system. Everybody, is building on Ready Player Me, which are fully compatible with their system, but we wanted something just a little bit different, and we wanted to not only have an avatar system to make avatars, which you can design your face, your hair, your eyes, all of these great things, but one of the things that we wanted to do is we want to standardize how clothing is made for brands. So for example, if a brand wanted to make a jacket or a shirt or shoes or whatever, they need a standardization to build to. So we built that into our custom avatar system so that it's easy for brands to now create digital fashion and sell it to the avatars within them all. So that brings me to our mission again, MetaVRse creation for everyone. I'm super excited. I'm going to actually show you the MetaVRse 2.0 right now. So thank you for sitting through this, guys. One thing I wanted to just say before I show you the engine itself is that we have been working really hard on our pricing schedule and our pricing scheme. And we're pretty excited to announce that MetaVRse Engine 2.0 is going to be free for creators. And we're very, very excited about that. So it's free for everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So here's what the pricing looks like, and here's how people pay for it. So it's free for everyone, up to 10 projects, a single user at a time. You can't have multiple users. And then we have a professional tier. It's $199 per seat per month, and that gives you 25 gigs of storage. And this is for organizations less than $5 million in revenue or less than $5 million raised. It allows you all of the features except for we have the Powered by MetaVRse logo on there because we want to help promote the engine to everybody. And then, of course, we have our enterprise tier. And for enterprise clients, the tier is $9.99 a month, but you get 5 seat licenses with that, and you can start to really build incredible things. We offer on-prem hosting, white labeling, some incredible data analytics packages and stuff like that. So really, we're focused on making money from the enterprises and making sure that the creator tool is always free for everyone else. So you can sign up for early beta access today at metaverse.com, spelled metavrse.com/engine2, or you can scan this QR code right here. And so we're really excited. If you can sign up right now, you'll have beta access in a few weeks when we release this. It's going to be a few weeks before we work out the bugs. We launched it a few days internally, and it looks awesome. And I'm going to show you that right now. All right. So let's take a quick look here. We've got the MetaVRse 2.0 editor here, and what you're seeing here is the kind of the start screen. When you get in here, you've got your projects, you've got your account with your account information, you've got your subscriptions, so what you've paid for. So right now I'm on the free tier, and it tells you how much your limits are and when you created it and all of these things. Marketplace will be there. It's actually not working right now, but the marketplace will be there where you upgrade your account. Manage organizations. You can have multiple organizations. You can add a super admin to that organization. You can have other people into that organization as well. And then this is where it gets really, really interesting. You can manage your workspaces. So I can actually have multiple workspaces. I can add team members to this, and you can just have as many people as you want working on your projects together. It's super collaborative and really, really easy to use. So if you notice, I have a drop-down menu here. I have multiple workspaces, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open on an incognito browser here. I've also got the engine open, and you notice I have two workspaces here. So I'm going to open my Alan Smithson workspace, and then you notice that I can open this project, AWE 2020, okay? And as I open it, it's all web-based. It's going to the cloud, figuring out what I need and dropping it down to me. And I'm just going to, do one thing here. How do I go back to where I was? There we go. I'm going to do the same thing on this other project here. So these are two logins. One's MetaVRse.com, MetaVRse.co. So two different things altogether, just to be clear. I'm going to open the same project from both of these projects here. And let me go back to this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and if you'll notice, I'm just going to turn on the cube here. So see this cube here? It's really hugely scaled. So I can zoom way, way, way out. And that cube is probably roughly 10 meters by 10 meters. So I can actually go in and really, really shrink this down to a very small thing. So what that allows you to do is have massive worlds. And you can have vast, vast worlds where you can go in, you can walk around. And we're working on a new technology that will allow us to have an infinite world, but that'll be announced in a few weeks. But in order to make a project, I can drop my objects in. I can have other objects in here as well. So maybe I want to have my fancy robot here. And I'm not going to do too much with this robot. I just wanted to show you that you can have animated 3D objects in here as well. So I click the animations, and I can animate them. So just to show you quickly, everything's resizable in the engine as well, which is super helpful because maybe I want a bit extra space there. And actually up in here, our designers were using the plus minus button to make more headspace, right? But when you use plus minus, the problem with doing that is actually shrinks the 3D world. And then, some people will be working at 100%, some people at 60, and then you put them together and it's like, why is one button 10 times the size? So anyway, we built this zoom here that allows you to kind of give you more real estate on the screen without ruining the 3D world. So I'm not going to put it back up because you won't be able to see it otherwise. There we go. So that's how it works. We have full animation package, everything in there. I'm going to get rid of the robot for now. But what we're going to do is we're going to decorate this amazing cube based on some images that I took at AWE this week. So let's start with, I'm going to go over to the meshes here. There we go. I'm going to just drop this on the albedo. And does anybody know that guy? Zapper just won 2 awards yesterday. Congratulations to those guys. This is Casper. I love those guys. Love the Zap box. This is some peeps that we saw at the show. We're making a fun cube here. There's my wife and awesome partner, Julie, and some new friends. This is a shot taken from the Meta Villa. We rented a giant villa and had a party. So yeah, that was fun. And then what are we missing? We're missing the bottom. There we go. And we'll put, everybody knows Charlie Fink. There's Charlie and Ted. I was on their podcast yesterday, which is super cool. If you want to hear some stuff, you can listen to that. And of course, some crew members from our party the other night as well. So we've got this. We're all happy with it. Now, the great thing is I can now, once I'm happy with this, maybe I want to make it just a little bit bigger. Okay, cool. And I can click this button here. It takes me to center. That's what's going to look like. Maybe a little bit bigger. Oops, I definitely don't want that. I can make it just a bit bigger. Okay, perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish it. And I can private or public publish. Publish. And in theory, it should work. There we go. Okay, cool. So if you can scan, if you want to scan that QR code, let's see if it works. Somebody give me a thumbs up if it works. It's a live demo, man. I guess we could just copy this and go paste. Let's see. No, it didn't work there. Okay. Oh, that's why. This is it. Copy, paste. There we go. Let's see if it worked. Did it work? Anybody? Maybe? It's working. All right. Well, okay. Live demo failed. Okay. Well, shit happens. We updated the progress bar, by the way, guys. It's super stylish. Hey, man. It's all about the aesthetics. So I'm going to leave that for now, but what we're going to do is we're going to save it. And I'm going to go and see if this worked. I should be able to, theoretically, go over here, open this project here. Actually, there we go. I should be able to open this now. Let's see, and then this is the different account here. And there it is. So the different account allowed me to do this, and so perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this cube, I'm going to duplicate it. So now I've got two of them, and I'll just put them side by side. And maybe I want to just rotate this one a little bit. All right, so now I've got two cubes, and I'm going to save it. Put this back into 100 so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to save that. And let's see if I publish it from this one, will it help? I don't know. Let's try it again. If not, I'm giving up. All right, let's try it here. Fingers crossed. Oh, look at that progress bar. All right, let's see. Let's see. Did it work? Well, I know if I go back into this one now and I go and open the project again, theoretically, again, should have the two cubes. Live demos, guys. Look at that progress bar go. Look at that sucker go. All good. All right. So it didn't work. Okay, that's okay. Don't worry, we got this. I'm not stressed at all. That was MetaVRse 2.0. That's why we're signing you up for the beta now. In a couple of weeks, we'll release this when it works. So with that, hey man, it happens. It's okay. You know what? We got about this far. Look, I got a cube that does nothing. It's beautiful, right? Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody, especially the people at AWE here for having us to announce this. Live demos are always a thing, but anyway, I want to say thank you so much. Please sign up for the beta of MetaVRse 2.0. We'll release in a couple weeks when it actually works. So thank you so much, guys, for everything, and thank you to AWE. Appreciate it.
So MetaVRse for everyone, I love it. Creators for everyone. Do you have, and I saw your interface, I assume the first one was Photoshop. First was Photoshop or a CAD guy or something pretty good. Do you have a profile of who you think is really, or what the prerequisite, maybe know how to use a computer is a good starting point, but for the creator that you think is going to jump in and become effective or
sure. I think really our goal is everyone, but the thing is what we learned, because we're building a training course for the MetaVRse Engine as well, and what we learned is that you kind of have to go back a little bit further and be like, okay, what is a 3D object? What is a texture file? You kind of go way back. So I think it behooves all of us to really kind of start learning and teaching others around just what is 3D. Let's start with the very, very basics. What is 3D? What is AR? Like, we have to go back and really train people on that. So I think anybody can be a creator. I think especially we're building a Sketchfab integration, so you can just drag and drop assets from Sketchfab in there. So I think anybody can be a creator without having to code, but really the JavaScript and web community has been locked out of the creation process. So we believe that we're actually making a bigger marketplace by tapping into the web community and letting them build websites and new experiences as well in 3D.
Really good work, because I can tell just watching your thing. Sometimes you see people and they go, it's really easy to use, and you go, maybe if you've learned it,
it's easy to use. Doesn't work, but it's easy to use.
So like trying to create a snap lens, they put that out. It's all a super easy thing, but as soon as you want to get any level of complexity, you're a programmer, you're using a very sophisticated. This looks a lot easier.
I think the idea will be, thank you. The idea will be to allow people to do super pro stuff, and then allow them to also, as they code these really high-end things, take that code, turn it into visual representations, and then make it available as a code snippet, and make that available in a marketplace, so that if you want to make a product spin, you can grab the spin code, you drop it in, you say how fast you want to spin, what direction. Yeah. So, any other questions? Yes, go ahead.
So what I did not see, and you probably just didn't show it to us, but the final, if I create an entire training project, the deployment of it, what does it look like when it's finished? What does it look like to the end user? Or do you output a package for me to install in our LMS system? How does
So
that work?
is your LMS system online?
Cornerstone.
Is it web-based?
Yes.
Okay, so you just connect the back end. So what we do for, let's say, Samsung, is we've connected to their back end learning management system. We build all the 3D aspects in that, so 3D training, all of these things, we build it in our system. And then what we do is we build an iframe or embed code, however you want to put it, and we just embed it directly into the learning management system. It takes maybe a couple days to do the integration. But now your your LMS system has the full capabilities of 3D built into it. And so you're not changing how people log in, you're not changing, you're just literally putting a window that's accessible through the web. So it doesn't change how the people use it, it just gives them more functionality.
But when they actually click on it, is running, you're hosting it?
You can host it yourself or we can host it. Yeah, however you want to do that. So Samsung does their own hosting and then we put it in through their learning management system. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. A wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
I have a question regarding hardware devices, right? I know MetaVRse is from the website, but looking at mobile devices, there's this hardware, the layer, LUMPAD, 3D projection.
Yeah, I love it.
Is that something that you're looking at integrating?
Well, we've spoken to them. We asked them to send us one so we can work on it. So,
Okay,
guys, send us one. We'll work on it.
thank you.
The LoomPad's awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's super cool. It's like a 3D holographic tablet. It looks like a normal tablet. You look at it, and it's like a depth to it. It's super cool. So yeah, I would love to see ours working on LoomPad, Looking Glass, all the different VR headsets. Of course, yeah, that's our ideal. Would be all of that. So, hardware manufacturers reach out to us for sure. Any other questions?
Anybody else?
Going once, going twice. That's a wrap. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.